Surprise! Sorry, I'm a little bit late today. I thought I had updated the time that I was going to do this earlier in the week to 2:30, but when I looked this morning when I was at the hairdressers, when I would normally be doing this, it seemed to say 9 o'clock still. So I'm sorry if you missed this live one today, but hopefully you can catch up either on my YouTube channel or on Facebook, my Facebook page later on. So I'm just going to carry on as normal. Hello and welcome. So I'm sorry for it being later, but I forgot that I had a hairdresser appointment this morning and it wouldn't have been a good plan to do it there. So notice anything different? First up, I have a brand new chair, which is now my crochet throne, I call it. Sit in my little office, and so I have a lot less setting up to do when I want to do these videos now. I've moved the table that was behind me, which is my videoing table, to the other side of the room. So I feel like my room is finally set up. I've got a little table next to me I can put things on, so it feels good to be organised. I've been saving for ages for the right chair, and this is the one. So it's sprung, so it's quite bouncy. It's quite upright, so it's good for my back, and it's got plenty of elbow room. So I'm really, really happy. Very, very lucky that I found the one I wanted. So yes, yay. All right, so since I saw you last, what have I been doing? Lots of things. Last Saturday, I went over to Warrnambool, where a group of lovely ladies had rented out a house for the weekend. I think they were there for 3 or 4 days, I'm not sure. And I went over on Saturday and we played together all day. It was great. We did giantess squares, so all day, and talked and had lots of tea and some yummy soup, and they fed me well and looked after me very well. So it was a lovely day. It was really fun. So thank you, ladies, for having me. While they were there, they'd also organised a fun thing that I didn't know about, where people brought along a skein of yarn that they were happy to say goodbye to, and we pulled a name out of a hat, and then if your name got called, you were able to go and choose a thing of yarn, and they put my name in the hat too, so that was lovely. So I ended up with this lovely wool and cotton blend, hand dyed by Bryony from the Great Ocean Road Woolen Mill. So that's lovely. That was very nice. Not sure what I'm going to do with it. I don't do a lot of green, but who knows? I'll play with it sometime. So that was very lovely. Yay. What else? I did a businessy thing this week because I ended up doing this as a business by accident, really. I really did. So, and like I've been pretty good. I've had goals and things and of what I wanted to do. But writing a book was the biggest thing. And now that that's done, I was kind of at a bit of a loss. What's next? What do I do? And it's Small Business Week or something at the moment. And there's a lot of different workshops that are being run by councils and all sorts of places. So I went to one in Warrnambool, which was write a business plan, basically. You know, set some goals, decide what you want to do and how you're going to get there. So it was really cool. Like I know all the stuff. I know how to do it all, but having the dedicated time specifically to do it, you know, with a workbook and other people and, right, this is what we're doing now, go, write your goals. So I actually filled out my whole workbook and came home feeling all inspired again. So yay, that was really worthwhile. I sent my weekly newsletter. It was supposed to be a testing Tuesday, but there's just so many things happening at the moment. I don't have time to do a proper in-depth testing one. So instead I did my This and That Thursday, supposed to be next week, this week. So I just sprinked on about a few things that I'll tell you about anyway. But next week my email will be something completely different that I haven't done before, but I'll tell you about that a bit later. What else? Book news. Yes, still showing it. I realised that I haven't shown you all the projects from it yet, and again I have forgotten to get them out. So maybe next week I will go through all the projects that are in the book and show you some things. Yes, so events, I haven't done any yet this week. I do have one tomorrow, but I've been doing a lot of organising for Sydney. So if you are in Sydney, the ones I told you about last week at Skein Sisters are all now fully booked, so sorry. Those ones are all gone, but some more have been announced at the Happen store, which is in Annandale in Sydney, I believe. I have having me to do, we're going to do a Melbourne wrap workshop. So not just learning how to make a little square, but I'm going to show you in that one, use any yarn you want, and I'll show you how to adjust the pattern to make what you want to make in it. And that's on the Sunday, the 30th of September. So that's going to be heaps of fun. So I will pop a link down below to that later on. I'm not sure how many spaces are left. I should probably have found that out before I came on. But yeah, I'll pop a link down below. Hopefully I'll see you there. I'm also organising a couple of others, one a bit north of Sydney, one a little bit south of Sydney that I haven't been finalised just quite yet. But when they are, I will let you know. So yay, Sydney's going to be fun. This week I booked all my flights and my accommodation. So it's actually happening. I am really going to Sydney and I can't wait. It's going to be really fun. What else? Okay, so if you're not in Sydney, if you're in Melbourne and want to come to an event, Unwind Craft Cafe, who are stocking the book, are having me for a visit, yay, on the 8th of August. And I believe the morning workshop is booked out, but they've just opened up an afternoon one. So if you want to go to that, I'll pop a link down below to that as well. Or you can get in touch with the girls at the Unwind Craft Cafe. Yay! Yeah, so that'll be fun. What else? Oh, if you're in Portland near me, I'll be doing one at Joy's Craftworks next Wednesday. So I'm going to do a little bit of a book chat, or you can come along and do workshop and book chat. It's up to you. So yeah, I'll pop a link to Joy's below, or if you're local, you know, pop in and see Joy or give her a call. Yes, so more events in the planning stages still, and I'll pop a link below to the webpage that I list them all on. Yes, a bit later. Yes, so that's that. I'm getting lots of lovely emails from people telling me that they love the book, but if you feel so inclined to do a public review wherever you purchased it, that would be completely awesome. Thank you very much. I love hearing what you think about it, because it's all been really cool. So thank you. All right, enough about the book. I'll put those down there. All right, this week the Quiet Cowl, the Giantess Quiet Cowl kicked off on Monday. I sent my first email, and everyone is making this square. This is the alternating red, alternating blue and cream. I've actually only seen single colour versions so far popping up in the Facebook group, so I don't know if anyone's doing multicoloured versions. We'll have to wait and see. So we're doing G1s at the moment. So this is the same in single colour, in the grey Bendigo Wool and Mills cotton. This is a two-tone one in the 10-ply Bendigo Wool and Mills cotton, so that's going to be quite a big blanket if you made that one. And here's the same square in 4-ply. So you can see the difference between 4-ply and 10-ply. It's going to make a big difference in the size of the blanket. So that's really cool. There's lots of people who have been successful posting their squares already. Thanks, darling. So yes, lots of blankets in the making. Now there was a little issue with the links. I checked all the links when I had to do the PDF on my computer, and they all worked fine. So yeah, press the link to the video, it would go there. But I was some people let me know during the week that if you did it from your mobile device, from your phone, the links weren't working to the videos. All the internal links and the links to the false treble link was working, but the links to the round by round videos weren't working. So if you need that, if you can't just copy it and paste it into a browser, I have updated the pattern again. So if you just go to your download email and download it again, you'll get a version that has the links that work. All of the links work. Okay. Yay. Hello. So that's that. And I just wanted to have a quick little note too. When I created the document for Giantess, I never, ever, ever intended for you to print the whole thing, ever. So please just print the pattern pages that you need. Save your money, save your paper, save your ink in your printers, and just print the written patterns or the charts or charts and written patterns, and then refer to everything else digitally. That's how it's intended. So you've got a link to go from the pattern to press that will take you directly to the notes for that and then go back. So it's intended to be used digitally. So if you have your phone on you, you can click backwards and forwards while you're crocheting and have the written pattern in front of you. So thank you for that. Right, so that's that. Yay, giantess on the way. Yeah, happy mail. I actually got some yarn mail this week. It's been a long time. So what I got was some of these cute little minis. So I've got a couple of greens. Oops. Two different, slightly different greens. I just wasn't sure which one was going to work best. An orange, very bright orange, and a bit of a muted yellow. It's not super bright, but it's right. And these are all from Yarn and Colours Must Have Minis. So these are little 10-gram balls, which is all I need. But then I also got some 50-gram balls in colours you are used to seeing me use. I just wasn't sure about the mid blue, but I think, or the green. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to go, whoops, with this combination, with the greeny one, or this combination with all the blues. Probably all the blues, I'd say. I just wasn't sure. It's hard to order colours off the screen. So what these are for is there's a book being written with 100 Granny Square designs, all designers all over the world, and I'm going to have 3 designs in it. So this is the yarn that I'm going to make the samples in, because all the books are going to have, sorry, all the squares in the book are going to have their squares made in this yarn, and they're all going to be joined together in blankets. So we have to have all the same yarns. That was lovely to get in the mail. I can't make the squares yet because all the patterns have to be tested and all made consistent. You can imagine with lots of different designers, there's a fair bit of variation in pattern writing styles and yeah, sizes, and everyone has different tension. So there's a lot of work to be done to make sure they're all the same size and they all work together. And I've just remembered that this room does get very, very sunny in the afternoon. So hopefully the sun stays behind the clouds a little bit, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see. I do love it for that reason in the afternoon. It's perfect to sit here in winter in the sun. Yes, so that's exciting. When I have made the squares, I will show you. I've shown them to you before. There's like one that looks like a daffodil. That's what the daffodil coloured ones are for. And a couple of other ones. So yay. All right. So another thing that's yay is, not this one, I'll show you that in a minute. These. Hooray! I finally got to play again. So in March, I sat down and I designed these 2 squares and then didn't touch them again. But this week, I've decided to start making time. Here comes the sun. I hope you can still see okay. Making time every Wednesday, I think I'm going to do, to work on them. So now both of these patterns have been tweaked a little bit, written up, and both of them are actually with my testers at the moment. One of them has actually already been tested by 2 people, so yay. What I'm thinking is these are going to be part of probably the basis of my next cowl. They're similar, but they are different. You see, this one's quite 3D with lots of popcorns, whereas this one uses puff stitches, which are a little bit more subtle. Similar, but yes, and I have an idea for another square that's going to go in with those. So next Wednesday I'll hopefully have time to sit down and actually make. So that feels really, really good. I have my basket of all the yarn in there. So I'm using Bendigo Wool and Mills Cotton and Glacier for the main squares, and Storm Cloud for the surface crochet, which looks scary, but it's super easy, and I actually find it quite therapeutic to do. So all those little rows of the darker colour, it's actually quite fun, I think. Anyway, so yay. So yes, lots of work to be done before they'll be released. But I'm started work, so that's a good thing. It will happen. And the other thing I've also been doing is working on my jumper. So it's quite long. I think it's about down to my belly button now. So it's quite long. And I think that I just did a quick measure of it before. I think I'm one or two more rounds and I'll be up to separating it for the sleeves. So yeah, I'm up to my 3rd skein of yarn now. So I've done over 800 metres so far. And yeah, it's going really well. I'm really liking how the colours and everything are working. I have had to undo it every now and then, so I keep making silly mistakes, forgetting to do an increase every now and then, but I really haven't minded. I've just enjoyed actually just crocheting again, which is really, really cool. What else? Yes, that's about it, really. That's all I've been up to, which is probably enough. Questions this week. So if you guys have any, type them in, but this week has been another one of those weeks that I seem to have been doing nothing but reply to emails on some days. Like Monday, nearly all day, all I did was reply to emails. And look, my goal is to reply to any email within 24 hours. So that I'm not spending all day. If I try and spend an hour or two in the morning on the computer doing what I need to do, and emails is part of that. But on Monday, I found myself like at 11 o'clock in the morning after starting at 6, I was still doing emails. It's just with the timing, with just organising things and the Giantess Cal starting and the book things and everything. But it wasn't helped by, there's been about 4 different people who've just been so impatient. I had one person yesterday email me 5 times in 1 hour, as well as message me on Instagram a couple of times about something that really wasn't that important. I mean, that just makes it harder for me. The more emails you send, the harder it is for me to get through everything, because I'm not sure, I've got to read all of them, make sure I haven't missed anything, and it's just a little bit frustrating. So yes, that's been hard work, but I've realised that a lot of the questions I get a lot of the time, and I think it's taking me so long to reply because I'm having to, rethink the answer over and over again. So what I'm actually going to do is do up an FAQ page on my blog. I know that no one's going to think to go there, but if I start listing questions as I get them and have the response in there, at least I can just go and copy and paste that response into the emails, and it'll make things a little bit quicker and easier for me. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to start out next week by doing a Q&A email. So if you're on my newsletter list, the email you're going to get next week is going to be a Q&A email. It's going to have a list of all my questions that I get asked a lot and the answers to them. And that'll be the basis for me starting my blog post. And then whenever I get a new question that I think I'm answering this again and again and again, I'm going to add it to that list. So yes, I think that will make my life a little bit easier. Yay. So does anyone here have any questions at all of me? I'll keep talking if you want to type something. If you don't, it's fine. You can email me anytime. I know I've just been complaining about emails, but I genuinely do want to hear from you. It's just that there seemed to have been a lot lately. But then today I had hardly any, so it's just swings and roundabouts. It's just been a big week. Next week will probably be nothing. Yes, so coming days, what I have going on. Tomorrow I'm going to Mount Gambier, and I'm going to do 2 workshops, and in between the workshops I'm going to do a bit of a book chat. Both the workshops are completely booked, but I think they're still taking names for the book chat. They were, I don't know, about 40 people or something last time I heard, I think. I can't remember. So yeah, it's going to be a fun day. Crocheting and talking to people. What else am I going to do? The workshop and book chat I'm doing at Joy's next week, and hopefully working on my jumper and that new pattern that I'm working on. So some fun times ahead. It's going to be good. So I think that's about it. Hopefully I will see you again next week at the normal time. If things don't pop up, that I don't forget about any other appointments. But yeah, thank you for popping in. Thank you for watching, and no matter when you watch it, now or later, hello. Thank you for spending some time with me, and I will see you next week. Any questions, email me, shelley@spincushions.com, comment on there here or on the YouTube, and I'll get back to you. Right. Thanks very much. I'll see you later. Bye.